Hello everybody, welcome back. So let's have a look at my expectations, I suppose, of the Bitcoin dominance chart and when we could buy alts again. Because obviously there's going to be a lot of people who are stuck in these alts right now. And yeah, look, at the end of the day, you know, the bubble popped for altcoins especially. And they came crashing down. So what we look at now is where we're going to get some relief, or where should we even buy them. So if we're looking at this chart here, the total market cap, excluding Bitcoin, we've seen in the past that we have had a similar kind of vibe going on. We had a big rally all the way up here and popped around 2018, the bubble pop. And then when we did finally break down, yeah, we got a bit of a relief rally here, but it's basically a downtrend until we reaccumulate around the 200 exponential, like we generally imagine take place with any chart, really, especially something that goes parabolic like this. This is parabolic. And so if that is the case, you know, we from the top to the bottom, that could potentially be an 80% retracement of the entire market cap. So small cap coins will get completely devastated, absolutely wrecked from that. And we've seen it all before. In fact, we saw it in these micro cycles within this bull market. The bull market began around here. This is where the bull market actually picked up pace, but you can see it was, you know, we had peaks and troughs. This is what cryptocurrency generally is like, you know, for the vast majority of the time. It looks like this, and then when we see things look like this, I suppose it was for us to we should have known all along that something was going to pop. Now on the Patreon, we do these live streams, and we looked, and we've been looking for a long time about, you know, all these different types of coins that they were in the money flow index reads of, you know, most weeks they were just getting higher and higher and higher, and it was getting to the point where we were saying, well, look, there is a point where, you know, you have to think, you know, how high could it possibly go? You know, what are we doing here? Are we chasing 30% moves, 10% moves, or what are we trying to chase here, and what are we looking to risk? So I mean, hindsight is always 20/20. Now vision is always 20/20 in hindsight, but yeah, I mean, obviously now we can see that the money flow index is getting drained, and everything's going down. And it looks to me like that we could get a relief bounce around here at best, but probably won't. We'll probably come back down to this zone here, which is where the bubble pop of the last massive alt season took place. And again, you know, people are always saying, where was the alt season, man? Well, the alt season was right in front of your face. It's been going on this entire time. I don't know why I bring up the negative comments, but when I was talking about alt season and, you know, starting mid to late January, I mean, it worked, didn't it? That's your alt season. There's your proof. Yeah, it could take your eye out, that one. But this is my expectation of the Bitcoin dominance chart and how it's going to play out. So, you know, it's a matter of support and resistance, and we're not either near the support or the resistance at the moment, but the reaction we've had to this support is pretty decent, and the next level of resistance is around 52% dominant. I don't expect that to break down and then go into a straight up alt season. It could do, but I'd be surprised if it did. I think what we'll have is some decent relief rallies at that level. We'll see some of these alts bounce, you know, 50, 100%, you know, some of them, and it's all based upon their own charts. We have to look at them, you know, where could they possibly bounce from? If there's a correlation between us reaching this support, this resistance level, and those charts reaching specific support levels, then the best you can hope for would be, you know, really a dead cat bounce. And over time, a few months later, we will likely break out from here and we'll go to a more significant resistance level, which I think is probably around 57 to 58% dominance, where there is more likely to be an actual alt season take place. Because overall, this chart is not a bullish looking chart. We are bouncing, and I expect us to continue with this move up, you know, over the next few months, which is why I've been saying it's all about Bitcoin. It doesn't matter if Bitcoin's going up or down. I'm just basically incrementally buying into the Bitcoins and getting as many of them as possible, because if there is going to be any kind of uptrend or sustained move, it's going to be with Bitcoin to start with. Alts are going to have to come down even further than they are before we can get the entry points that we all dream of, you know, the ones like what we got back in January. So this, I think, is likely to play out similar to this kind of vibe and reach a peak probably around September, October, November, and at that point, that's where we flip our Bitcoins into altcoins, generally speaking. I guess that is a long way away right now, so this is all very speculative, but I expect that this is going to be the way it's going to play out. But for the moment, yeah, that's absolutely nothing. You don't want anything to do with altcoins. So let's just have a quick look at some, and this isn't anything that I'm, you know, excited about. I just wanted to show you, you know, this is what crypto is normally like, right? For those of you who are new here, or you know, less than a year's worth of experience, this is generally what crypto is like, right? So this is 2019, all right? So this isn't any bubble pop or anything like this. This isn't any end of the bull market. The bull market for cryptocurrency has been going on since 2019, I suppose. So around about this vibe here. So it has been going on since here. So all of this is bull market, right? But we can see quite clearly that this chart here hasn't really been in a bull market or a bull run of its own. And what happened is it came on over here, and we had a nice big move. This is what altcoins do. Ooh, 300%, lovely. I'll take that. And then whoopsie daisy, big sell-off. This is an IEO, 50% retracement. Then what happens? Oh, great, we have another big run up here, 200%, excellent. And so from top to bottom, we're talking a decent move here. This is the sort of thing that people get excited about. That's almost a 500% move over a couple of months. And then what happens is it basically stops. It's had enough. That's it. It cannot take it anymore, and it finally breaks all the way down to the lowest portion here was the March crash, 93% retracement from the top to the bottom over a very small period of time, less than a year or 9 months or so. And then what happened? We had a period of accumulation. Now I thought that this was a dead coin, to be honest with you, and I've completely wrote it off. But no, it wasn't, and it did do one of those epic rallies, the ones that we're all become accustomed to. 3,700% rally. Okay, lovely. But what's it doing now? Well, it's not rallying anymore, is it? And given what we saw, and again, this isn't the be all and end all of altcoins, but what we saw previously is that it can go down, and it can go on for an inordinate amount of time. This is a small cap coin. Doesn't matter how you want to beat around the bush. I mean, it's been traded a lot recently, but you wait and see what this is. The trading volume on this in a month or two. It will be half. Or it'll be a fraction. It'll be a fraction of that. It wouldn't surprise me if it was trading, something as small as $5 million in a 24-hour period, or even lower. I know some of these coins their trading volume will trickle down to the point where it's almost non-existent. So what we're thinking about here is history repeats quite easily. And for those who haven't been around in the market long enough to recognize what history looks like, this is what it looks like, and this isn't a bull market. This is a bull market, and this is a bearish chart that goes on for a really long period of time. So there's nothing bullish about this right now. There's nothing bullish about any altcoins right now. And the best that we can hope for would be a bounce when we reach either 52% dominance, or maybe we even get a relief rally at this level here, about just over half a trillion, 649 billion. Market cap for altcoins alone. Don't think it's going to hold. Didn't hold last time when we broke down, sliced through the Bollinger Bands, even sliced down through the Green 50 exponential. We did catch a decent bounce around this zone. It's not very neat or tidy, but we do get bounces. There's nothing to be bought right now. It's just a matter of waiting and seeing how low these things can possibly go. Dead cat bounces could be found probably around here, around about the $500 million mark, probably. And I would imagine Bitcoin dominance could reach that 52% around this zone. So there's a few things to look at. It would be this reaching around about this. This again is on the weekly chart. We're looking for just about the 540, 550, or just 500 billion market cap getting tagged. And then we'll see where the Bitcoin dominance is in relation to that, and then we will look at some of these charts, for instance, to see, okay, are they at any areas of significance? Are they at supports? If not, look for something else, and just play it for the bounce that it might be. We would only really want to get into some serious investment on altcoins once the bottom is in and the accumulation has begun, and those things take a long time, I have to say. So we might be, some of these things might already be reaching potentially their bottoms, but as far as confirming that, it's not here. That's 85% retracement from the top. If we came back down to the breakout zone, that's a 97% retracement. That sounds a bit more likely. These are the zones for some of these small caps that we're looking to find. And I know it sounds disappointing and depressing, and there's no, crystal ball. Everything might just turn around tomorrow, but I don't think it will. Not for altcoins, anyway. Anyway, if you want to join the Patreon, we do talk about these sort of things, twice a week, and there's links in the description below. And hopefully, a lot of people, who watch these videos, did avoid finding themselves in max pain. I know obviously I've got quite a lot of altcoins that I'm still riding, but I have been taking a lot of profit on the way up, and that's the most important thing to recognize. If you didn't do that this time, then you can think about doing that next time. When you're riding something, you should never be all in or never be all out. Okay, when you start making profit, you should start taking profit out. Okay, so So yeah, that's all there is to say about it. Altcoins on their way down, continuing to make new lows, will likely continue to make lower lows than you could ever imagine, as Bitcoin basically trickles down, but remains relatively strong in comparison to altcoins. So it's all just focus on Bitcoin. Bitcoin's going to tell us when it's over, and if Bitcoin's got anything to do with it, well, the way it's looking at the moment, there is more lows to be had for this one. Anyway, I'm going to leave it with you there, but thank you for watching. Hope you have a nice day and take it easy.